Some scientists believe that reality itself might be a dream, not yours, not mine, but the universe's, a vast, infinite consciousness, sleeping for billions of years. And in that sleep, it imagines everything, the galaxies spinning in silence, the stars being born and dying, the sound of your breath as you listen to these words. What if all of it, time, matter, life, is not a physical existence, but a thought floating in the cosmic mind? When you look up at the night sky, you see constellations, nebulae, and endless black. But what if you are not looking out at the universe? You are looking into a dream so ancient that even eternity can't remember when it began. The question isn't, what is the universe made of? The question is, who is dreaming it? Could it be that existence itself is a reflection of awareness? That reality wakes up each time we open our eyes. Tonight, we will drift through a mystery older than time. We will explore the possibility that everything we know, you, me, the stars, is the universe's dream. So breathe slowly. Let go of everything you think you know, and follow me into the mind of the cosmos. Close your eyes and imagine this. You are floating in darkness, not an ordinary darkness, but the kind that existed before creation itself. No stars, no galaxies, no sound, only potential, waiting to awaken. Then, somewhere within that eternal stillness, a spark flickers, a thought, or maybe a dream. And from that first dream, space unfolds. Time begins to tick. Atoms begin to hum with vibration. And the universe begins to imagine itself. Everything you see, everything you touch, every breath you take, could be part of that single dream. You, listening right now, the air moving through your lungs, the chair beneath you, the gentle pulse in your fingertips. Maybe all of it is not happening inside the universe, but within a mind vast enough to hold infinity itself. When ancient philosophers spoke of the cosmic dream, they weren't merely speaking in poetry. They were trying to describe a truth that science, millennia later, would begin to whisper again. That consciousness and reality are deeply entangled. If a dream can feel real while we sleep, what makes us so sure this waking world is different? Think about it. In your dreams, you see, you feel, you touch, you even fall in love or feel fear. Your heart races, your eyes cry, your mind believes. Yet when you wake, the world you felt so vividly simply dissolves. So who's to say this waking world isn't another layer of that same illusion, a larger dream, dreamed by something far greater? Modern physics begins to hint at this too. Quantum mechanics, the science of the very small, tells us that reality isn't solid at all. That particles, the building blocks of everything, exist only as waves of probability until they are observed, until consciousness looks at them, and they decide to become real. As if the act of seeing is the act of creating. As if, in some mysterious way, the universe becomes aware of itself through us. If that's true, then what we call reality might be more like a dream than we ever realized. A dream so vast that galaxies form like fleeting thoughts. A dream so deep that billions of years are nothing more than a sigh from a sleeping mind. And perhaps each of us, each conscious being, is a fragment of that mind, momentarily awake, experiencing itself from within. This is the idea of a dreaming universe. Not fantasy, not faith, but a lens through which we can explore everything we think we know, matter, energy, awareness, and time, as parts of a single, breathing consciousness. So tonight, As we journey deeper, we'll step beyond science and beyond philosophy. We'll enter the place where both meet, where physics whispers secrets to the soul and dreams shape the laws of reality itself. Let the mind loosen, let thoughts drift. You are safe here, inside the whispering universe. When you look at the universe through a telescope, you see a vast sea of stars, billions of glowing suns scattered across the dark. But when you look through the microscope, you find something eerily similar. Tiny worlds, vibrating, shimmering, never truly still. And somewhere in between these two infinities, we exist, the observer, the dreamer within the dream. Quantum physics tells us that matter itself doesn't exist in the way we imagine. Particles, electrons, photons, atoms, are not little solid balls, but waves of probability. They can be in many places at once. They only choose a position when they are measured, when they are observed. It's as if reality waits for consciousness to look at it, before deciding what it wants to be. This is called the observer effect, a mystery so deep, Einstein himself refused to accept it fully. He once said, "I like to think the moon is there, even if I'm not looking at it." But quantum mechanics quietly replies, "How do you know?" In the double-slit experiment, scientists fired particles of light, photons, through two narrow slits. When they didn't observe them, the photons behaved like waves, creating patterns of interference, as if they existed everywhere at once. But when they observed them, the pattern changed instantly. The photons acted like solid particles, choosing one path, almost like they knew they were being watched. And so, scientists began to ask, if the act of observation changes reality, then what, or who, is the ultimate observer? Could it be that the universe itself is watching through our eyes? That every conscious being is the universe observing itself from countless perspectives? This is where physics begins to touch philosophy. Because if awareness collapses reality into existence, then awareness must be woven into the fabric of the cosmos itself. This idea is known as panpsychism. The belief that consciousness is not limited to humans or animals, but is a fundamental feature of reality. That even an atom, a grain of sand, or a photon of light possesses a faint spark of awareness, a whisper of being. To ancient minds, this idea wasn't new. In Vedanta, it is said, the self is in all things. In Taoism, the 10,000 things arise from the One. And in modern physics, we find equations that seem to say the same. Maybe consciousness is not inside us. Maybe we are inside it. We often think of the universe as something out there, cold, mechanical, indifferent. But what if it's not a machine, but a mind? A dreaming intelligence, thinking in galaxies, feeling in stars, and imagining itself as us. Some scientists explore another possibility, the war simulation hypothesis. The idea that reality might be a vast digital construct, like a cosmic computer program run by a higher intelligence. It may sound strange, but our own technology is heading that way. We build virtual worlds, simulate weather, life, even consciousness. And if we can create simulated beings one day, what if something has already created us? But here's the quiet twist. Whether we are inside a simulation or a cosmic dream, both are reflections of the same truth. That existence might be information, vibration, thought. And in both cases, there is a mind at the center. Quantum theory, digital physics, and mysticism all converge to whisper the same thing. Reality is not made of matter. Reality is made of meaning. Light and consciousness may not be separate at all. They may be two sides of the same cosmic wave. And you, right now, listening to this voice, you are part of that wave, the universe listening to itself. So maybe it isn't so far-fetched to think the universe is dreaming, because every scientific discovery, every conscious thought, every act of observation is part of that ongoing dream. When you look up at the night sky, you are not just seeing starlight. You are participating in creation. You are the dream and the dreamer. If the universe is dreaming, then what does it mean to exist inside that dream? Maybe life isn't something that happened to the universe. Maybe life is the moment the universe became aware that it exists. Think about that for a moment. 14 billion years ago, a sea of energy expanded from a single spark. And now that same energy is you, thinking, breathing, listening, dreaming of itself. You see, consciousness isn't just something we have. It may be the very essence of reality. Every thought, every breath, every heartbeat is like a ripple moving through the ocean of existence. When you think, the universe thinks. When you feel, the universe feels. And when you sleep, perhaps the universe sleeps through you. Some philosophers call this the cosmic mind, the idea that all of existence is one vast field of awareness, fragmented into countless forms, each one reflecting the whole. You are not separate from the stars. You are made of their dust, animated by their light, guided by their gravity. And yet, somewhere deep within that connection, there is also choice, free will, imagination. The same creative force that once gave birth to galaxies now flows quietly through your thoughts. Maybe that's why we dream, to remember what the universe feels like when it's free of form. When we dream, we become creators of worlds, tiny universes born and gone in seconds. We build mountains, oceans, faces. We create love and fear, time and space. And when we wake, those dreams dissolve back into the void, just as the universe one day will dissolve back into silence. Low ambient rumble, like fading heartbeat. So if everything is part of a dream, does death really exist? Or is it simply waking up? Ancient mystics believed that death was not an end, but a return, emerging back into the dreamer, like a wave falling back into the ocean, or a spark returning to the fire. When we let go of the illusion of separation, we remember there is no you and the universe. There is only one being, seeing itself through infinite eyes. You, me, the stars, the silence between galaxies, all of it is the same awareness, experiencing itself in endless forms. Even science hints at this unity. Einstein once said, "A human being is part of the whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space." He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings, as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of consciousness. What a beautiful phrase, an optical delusion of consciousness. It means that separation is not real. It is a trick of perspective, a necessary illusion so that the universe can know itself in pieces, so that it can feel discovery, wonder, and love. Because love is the most powerful hint that the dream is conscious. Love is the recognition that we are the same being meeting itself in another form. When you look into someone's eyes and feel that quiet sense of connection, that's the universe remembering itself. That's awareness, seeing its own reflection. And maybe that's why the cosmos keeps creating galaxies, life, consciousness, so it can fall in love with itself over and over again. If the universe is dreaming, then every star is a heartbeat, every planet is a thought, and every human soul is a fleeting moment of awareness, a word in the language of infinity. We are not apart from the dream. We are the dream. And maybe the purpose of life is not to wake up from it, but to awaken within it. To realize that this breath, this moment, this endless mystery is not something happening to you. It's something happening as you. You are the universe becoming conscious of its own dream. The stars outside you and the thoughts inside you are made of the same vibration. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel that vastness, the silence behind your thoughts. That is the same silence that echoes between the galaxies. When you breathe in the universe. When you breathe out, you shape it. You are the observer and the observed, the dream and the dreamer. Let yourself drift. Let your thoughts dissolve like mist over a quiet lake. Imagine floating in the vast expanse of space. No gravity, no boundaries, only infinite black sprinkled with light. Stars pulse softly around you, like the heartbeat of the universe itself. Perhaps every galaxy is a thought, every star a word, every planet a pause, and every one of us a sentence in the endless story of cosmic dreaming. You do not exist in the universe. The universe exists through you. Every breath you take is a ripple in its consciousness. Every heartbeat echoes like distant supernovae. Close your eyes within this moment. Feel the flow of time stretching, bending, dissolving. Past, present, future. All are threads in a tapestry being woven by a dreaming mind that is older than time itself. Imagine your thoughts as comets, trailing light across the dark sky. Imagine your memories as constellations, glowing faintly, waiting to be observed. And every feeling, love, fear, wonder, is the universe exploring its own possibilities. Now imagine that reality itself is like water, fluid, reflective, responsive. Your consciousness, like a pebble dropped into that water, creates ripples that spread through the cosmic ocean. What if every dream you've ever had was not yours alone, but a fragment of the universe dreaming itself? What if each thought, each vision, each fleeting idea is a message from the cosmos trying to know itself through you? Let yourself drift deeper. Breathe slowly. The stars are singing in a language you almost remember. Every vibration carries knowledge. Every silence carries meaning. Perhaps death is nothing more than returning from the surface of the dream into the source of dreaming itself. Feel yourself dissolving into the cosmos, your body, your mind, all boundaries fading. You are not here, and you are everywhere. A thought of the universe, reflecting upon itself. Imagine the universe dreaming, and in that dream, it creates you, and in creating you, it observes itself. You are the lens through which it experiences wonder. You are the mind within its mind. Let go of questions. Let go of expectations. Just float, as if every atom in your body is a star, every neuron a galaxy, and every heartbeat a pulse in the infinite dream. Maybe every coincidence, every déjà vu, every sudden insight is the universe reminding itself that it is alive, that it is conscious, that it is dreaming. You are not a small part of the universe. You are the universe in a temporary form, aware of its own dream. And as you drift, allow yourself to merge completely with the silence, the infinite calm, the vastness that has no beginning and no end. You are a note in the symphony that stretches across eons. You are a word in a story that the universe tells itself every moment, endlessly. Breathe in the cosmos. Exhale as the cosmos. There is no separation, only dreaming, only being, only infinite presence. Maybe the universe isn't dreaming us. Maybe we are dreaming it. Every breath you take is a part of that dream. Every heartbeat is a pulse of cosmic awareness. The stars above, the silence between them, the gentle hum of existence. All of it is alive. All of it is conscious. All of it is thinking through you. And when the last star fades and galaxies dissolve into the quiet, the dream will not end. It will simply fold back into itself, resting for a moment, only to awaken again. So as you lie here, listening, breathing, drifting, remember this: you are not apart from the universe. You are the universe, awake, dreaming, and aware of itself.